football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Badgers kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Carr. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mobley. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Running to Green. There's some room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in Week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Running inside, it's Mobley.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He's in open space. Could be an alley. The tag. Touchdown. Finding Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Joseph. Quick completion on the out route. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Looking for room. It's Young. Inside the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal.
Here we go, ready, go!
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Irish!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Snags a quick pass on the left. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Throwing Joseph. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. A little release to the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Joseph. Plucks it out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Handoff from the gun.
Man.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll give it to him again. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
Throwing Joseph. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
All day back here.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Now here's Joseph.
Give me one.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Good, right down the boulevard. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the run, it's Mobley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Here's Carr to throw. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Motion from the back. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. He's got the back in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Throwing.
Oh, shit.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finding some room.
Nigga, I seen that shit too. I seen that hella way.
Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Good
The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Bounce back, Bobby.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Send the tight end in motion. He wants to change this route. Got room to work. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now and getting him stopped.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Carr from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You know, sometimes as a quarterback, guys, you just need a new environment. You need a change of scenery. This was a highly recruited guy. Didn't quite work out for him at his last destination. So now here he is, and he's not playing in a Power 4 conference by any stretch, but he feels like with this coaching staff, he's a better fit in this system, and he thinks he's going to have a big year.
Man, this is something we don't talk about as much, man. There's a lot of talent that also comes down now. So there's talent going up, yes, to new places, but these are really talented kids that don't necessarily get to start, but he's got obviously the name. He's got some ability, some skill. Interested to see him, new coaching staff, new environment, new start, to see if we see the best version of him.
And they're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Somebody get over for me, man.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Carr. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled.
Find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Joseph. There's the pressure. Takes the easy one to the back. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Come on, y'all. We need to get some money, man.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This time on target. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
It's complete to the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Again, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Carr to throw. Flips it out to the back. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. To the air again, Carr. He rifles one deep to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Throwing, Carr. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
That shit don't look good, man.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to adjust the pattern. C.J. Carr firing again. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Never a doubt. Lead now 7 here in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in week 1. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Tigers who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Starting this third quarter on the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Throwing Joseph. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Oh, nigga,
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Joseph. Trying to get behind the defense. Through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at. Because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Oh, go get you one. Go get you one. Touchdown, Jesus. Touchdown, Jesus. Touchdown, Jesus. Go visit. Go visit. Touchdown, Jesus.
Special team.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown.
Watch out, this nigga might do the same thing.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Joseph. Looking to the big tight
Get you
end.
one. Oh, I thought I had it.
Turning it on.
I thought I
and
had
he'll
her.
ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Oh, I thought
The
I
Wisconsin
had her.
quarterbacks always
I'm
know
wondering why
their
the screen
role.
didn't
Sometimes they
flip.
got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an offense with Wisconsin then. It's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Good play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And how about a third down? They try to attack the outer part of the field. A lot of times those out routes are the hardest passes to throw. Defense ready. Good third down defense, and they get the win on that one.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Throwing Joseph. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Joseph on the play action. Bringing the heat. He'll get rid of it. And he dropped it out for all the...
We flying around. We real active, man. Shit. That nigga dropping some shit too, though. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga, he play calling. That nigga doing his thing now. But damn. He said he had to check out his roster, huh?
Seemed like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. We just didn't have it there.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Never a doubt. Now a two-possession game at 24-13. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Using his legs, it's Young. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Carr. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Sends it back in motion. Leaves it with the back. He's got 98 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Here comes the heat. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert to 2nd and short.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Carr to throw. Here's a heat. Byers on the move. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Clean up. A lot of shit I see was clean up, man. I'm proud of you, boy. Good shit there.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Joseph. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He's looking downfield to throw. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. That is a rough-looking kick there. Mark dead at their own 30. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the deep.
Snags it, and there's running room. Got enough space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Gets the back moving. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Mobley. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Throwing, Carr. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown has ensued.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Carr swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
3rd and short now from their own 48. To the air, it's Carr. Right on the money. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
Yeah, and you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Complete. Breaks into the open. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
QB got it himself. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down.
Snags it at the 30 and still running. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Throwing Joseph. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Again, it's Joseph. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to